Your mom, she does so many sponsorships these days. Are you living a good life because of it?
Yeah.
Wow.
I can't.
I can't deal with it either. Did your mom pay for those sweet khaki pants with her sponsorship?
Yeah.
Wow, mom's rolling in the dough, you guys. You're the best.
Hey, what are you doing taking over my Hey, I'm supposed to do this video.
She was just outing you on all the sponsorships you've been doing. That's why she lives such a good life.
Titty, a girl's gotta do what a girl's gotta do. Don't throw me under the bus like that, okay? Say sorry. It's okay, I forgive you. Give me a kiss on the mouth. Say hi, guys.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, Perrier. Hashtag
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I'm kidding.
Today's video is sponsored by Perrier Cucumber Water.
Oh my God, I just spit it out.
That's a total joke. Today's video is not sponsored. Welcome back to my channel, guys. If you are new, my name is Melissa Alatorre.
We have she said that.
Sazan. I was gonna try to say your last name like Hendrix.
You can say my maiden name, Barzani.
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 I want to say Sazani Barzani.
That's what the bullies call me.
No.
I'm just kidding. Sorry. No bullies. No bullies.
I'm with my good friend Sazan. Some of you guys might already know her, and if you don't, definitely go check out her YouTube channel. We did another video over there talking about influencer assumptions.
And let's just say, man, they hit us hard with those assumptions.
The internet can be so cruel and so mean.
Yes.
And we always radiate like positivity, or at least we try to on our day-to-day.
I mean, when it's that time of month, you better believe I'm not doing videos.
She just goes off the grid. But
sorry.
We asked you guys to submit your assumptions about sponsorships. Ooh. This is a topic that gets so heated. There's a disconnect, and I think that the more we have an appearance by Sweetie.
Sweetie, you're ruining it.
Sweetie wants to be sponsored by Perrier. It's kind of like this gray area where no one, unless you're actually doing it, really understands. So from the outside looking in, you're gonna judge it, and then if you're doing it, you're defending it. And our whole motto in this space is to always be honest, real, authentic. Just keep it 100 with you guys. I say it's better to have a conversation about a topic that is unfamiliar to you or that you are against, and really listen to the opposing side.
Everyone has their own different political views and things like that. Yeah. And it's okay to not have the same beliefs but
understand why the other person has that belief.
We don't judge you guys for what you think, so don't judge us for what we think. And just having that kind of a relationship, I think, in this space is really important. So let's talk about sponsorships.
Let's talk about it. We're gonna kind of just talk about it as we address your assumptions.
Assumption number 1.
You don't use the product regularly. With our jobs, we try a lot of product, and the truth is I don't use a lot of product regularly because I have so much stuff. I have a drawer of 20 moisturizers that I have Melissa approved, and it's in rotation, but that moisturizer might only get used like once a month because I have 20.
So if I'm telling you guys, oh my gosh, this moisturizer, I use it every day, all day. I sleep in it. I wash my armpits with it. I mean, are you kidding me?
She's passionate about this topic. When I regularly use a product, but then suddenly it's sponsored, people still get mad. And I'm like, you guys know I use this dry shampoo all the time.
I know. Yeah. I've done partnerships before where I have been dying to try a product, and when that opportunity came about for me to try the product, I was like, ooh, I'm gonna really test this out and review it and try it out and share my honest feedback on the product.
I don't wanna feel like I'm shoving it down your guys' throats,
yeah, because we know it's annoying, so you better believe we're thinking twice when we get these opportunities.
This one's funny. Sponsorships are lucrative in the hundred thousands to millions.
What does that even mean? I don't get it.
Like, lucrative in that they make, you make really good money off it, and that they can be upwards of millions. I can 100% tell you guys straight to camera, I have never ever made $1 million deal.
No.
There's so many things that go into account for like the overall payment, and there's deals that don't pay anything, but you take it because it's something that you love.
You get out what you put into it. So if you know you're putting in your heart and soul into this, you better believe that you want to align with brands that are going to also see that vision for yourself. I'll just be completely honest with you guys. I have actually turned down 6-figure deals.
Oh, dang.
I'm not lying. I will say this on TV.
I've never seen a 6-figure deal.
Well, you will, honey. Trust me. You never want to compromise who you are for what you want to be. And I think that's something a lot of influencers
You have
struggle
such
with,
good sound bites. You never want to compromise who you are for who you want to be.
But it's true. Like you're gonna see the you're gonna see the devil bring that platter to you and say, "Here's 6-figure deal, sister. Take it." But you're gonna have to compromise who you are. You're gonna thank yourself down the line that you said no.
And when I was starting out, you guys, like when you start off in YouTube, I was like dead broke. Like I've said this a million times on my channel. When I first started, I was like negative $5 in my bank. So when sponsorships did start to roll in, I was like, oh my gosh, yay, finally, like I can live a life.
I think that some people get offended that like influencers get paid just because they're taking a photo. Like instead of brands working with celebrities who are not even using this product, yeah, I think some of their marketing dollars should be poured into the influencer space, because these are real girls. The real ones are really, really using these products and they want to share it and talk about it. And I think we should get paid, you know?
I agree.
Can I get an applause sound?
Yes!
Vacations you go on with brands are free. Let's talk about that, sister.
It's so funny because this is actually like something that Kyle and I fight over, and me and Kyle don't fight.
You guys fight? You heard it here first.
Breaking news. The one argument we constantly have is, babe, I want to go on a vacation. Melissa, you've been on 10 vacations this year. And I go, what vacations?
With so-and-so brand,
and
this
I go,
and that.
Those are not vacations, babe. And he goes, technically they are. I'm like, no, because I'm working the entire time.
You know how like when you usually go on vacation, you
don't do anything.
You land, you take a second to just kind of settle in, and you're just kind of, you're your own boss essentially when it comes to your vacations. I mean, you paid for it, right? You're gonna be in control of what you do. Well, cut to an opportunity where you're required to travel, and you do travel, and the idea is like you land and immediately there's all of this stuff that you have to get done, and you're jet lag, and you're just like, wait, I just need a second to even just like shave my mustache from that flight, you know? Like give me a minute.
She always has to shave her mustache as soon as we land.
It grows after the flight. I'm telling you, she's seen it firsthand.
You're essentially giving them free content for a free trip. Right. It's kind of like a trade. It's kind of like one big promotion, marketing tactic.
But there are trips where you get paid to go. So it's part of your job, you know, just like beauty editors who travel the world to promote and try new products. I mean, brands, instead of hiring beauty editors from major magazines nowadays, they want influencers input. Brands, they got the money, so they ain't just gonna keep getting it for free. Can I get a amen, honey?
Dead for you.
I had too much sugar today.
You did have a lot of sugar.
I had 2 scoops of pre-workout.
There was a couple of I'm just gonna like lump this assumption into one, and it ties into this, what we are talking about is not disclosing sponsorships and being sort of like ashamed and being like dishonest about sponsorships. For me, I just kind of learned honesty is the best policy, and you guys know me in my YouTube videos. Within the first, you know, like couple seconds, I say today's video is sponsored by, and I make it so obvious, whereas before I used to only write it, like when I first started, right? This was like maybe like 3 years ago. I would only write it in the description box or like kind of like brush over it. And then I was like, why are you doing that? Like you should be proud of the fact that these companies you're working with that you used to pay to put in your kit and couldn't afford to put in your kit, but you would do it anyway, are now essentially bringing me on to promote their product.
50% of what you see on my channel is gonna be probably sponsored things integrated in my original content that I'm creating for you guys. No matter what video you watch, just know that it's 100% being authentic to who I am and what I stand for, or else I will not do it.
I just wanted to tie into one that said like, basically about like being scripted, like we're given scripts. We're not given scripts. We're given points about the product that they need you to touch on.
Yeah.
We both did the IGK one, and we were given certain talking points, you know, like what's in it, blah, 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 but it's not scripted. Like they're not like, like today's video is sponsored by IGK, and I absolutely love this dry shampoo because it cleanses my hair and makes it smell good,
so
and da-da-da.
Yeah, these brands kind of just give you their ideal talking points in the sense like, you know, this is what we love about our product, and they give you the bullet points of what they love about it. They've got to be okay with us being able to say how we really feel about the product.
I had a brand one time ask me, they're like, they tried rewording my caption and they put the word loved. And I go, no, I don't love this product yet.
Putting words in my mouth?
I go, I don't love this product yet. You cannot pay me to say I love a product. Good. And if I do say it, that means I genuinely like, for example, like the Game of Thrones Urban Decay collection, like excuse my language, I love Game of Thrones and I love Urban Decay. So like, it shows.
Love is such a serious word.
Money can't buy love.
Yeah. So for me, I love getting talking points because it not only educates me on the product in a way that I wouldn't know otherwise, but it also gives you guys the actual facts behind these products that like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I went into the lab and I know exactly what the key ingredient, blah, 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 blah. It's like, I'm like you guys, I'm trying it out just like you, or like Melissa said, I've been a fan of this product for a while, and if we have a video coming up, like for me, that specific video was about lazy kind of hairstyles. I was gonna use a dry shampoo anyway in that video. So the fact that I was able to lock in a sponsorship for that content, it just blesses me, and it blesses you too, honey, because guess what? We do giveaways and stuff for you, and codes. You get a code. You get a code. We all get a code. Brands reach out to you more than you reach out to them. Something that I did when I first started out doing this, like this was 5 or 6 years ago. I was with my husband and we were gonna do this together, and I was like, Steve, how are we actually gonna freaking pay our bills doing this? Like, brands aren't emailing me anytime soon. I would go on Etsy. You guys know Etsy? I would go on this website where there's all these mom and pop shops, and I was mostly focused on lifestyle fashion at that time. And I would reach out to them. At the time, I had probably 10,000 less than Instagram followers. I had a blog with like a few eyes, but it was a small little engaged community. And so I created this PDF kit, very ratchet, and I basically said there's 3 Sazan tiers that you can choose from. So there's package deals. You could get the only social media promotion of me, you know, using your product, taking a photo with the cute clutch bag, or you could get the entire package deal, which was like stupid cheap. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, being mentioned on the blog, getting professional photos, all mentioned, and doing all of this promotion. The whole shebang was, and I'd spend like literally hours, it was $500 to get the whole package deal. But for me at the time, I was like, if I can close a few of these, man, Steve, we might really be good for a while. All of these brands would be like, oh, we'll take the entire package deal, like the whole shebang. And I kept realizing, like, am I being too cheap? Because this is amazing. I would literally tell these brands, hey, if you throw in an extra clutch so I can do a giveaway, I think it'll benefit both of us, because I can get my community to engage and follow your account and my account. So I'm just saying, like, think creatively and don't wait around for a manager to sign you or for you to become the next big beauty influencer. It's like, take matters into your own hands. I feel like nowadays there's so many different platforms similar to Etsy where you could really go and target and sell yourself, you know? Anybody out there? Go take it. We'll call it the Sazan method.
Wow, that's a really cool story. I didn't realize that you did that. That's so cute.
I remember.
Stevie, we're gonna be okay. I'm gonna do one more question, one more assumption, and then I want to answer like what our favorite sponsorship is that we've ever worked on.
Okay.
I liked this one. You do too many. And
you, meaning you?
Yes, I do too many.
Tell them what I said on my channel that you were gonna tell them on here.
I think what happens is you accept these sponsorships and you have this calendar. I call it an editorial calendar, and you plug them in so that they're evenly spread out. None of your followers are gonna get bombarded by sponsorship. They're so spread out. Your calendar looks A+. You're like, I'm gonna have a great next 3 months. What then happens is you have to submit these things for approval, and they always get delayed, always. Suddenly, that sponsorship you had going up on the 1st of May is now going up right next to your other sponsorship. So now it's like sponsored, but then the brand that you had going up 3 months later suddenly wants it earlier, and all of a sudden you have all these sponsorships.
There's politics behind it.
Yeah.
Like you can't be delayed with when you post it, or else you can consider that dead content.
Exactly.
And it's a waste of everyone's time.
Yeah. If we didn't do these, and if we wanted to continue providing you guys with this kind of helpful content, we would have to charge you guys. Like, Instagram probably wouldn't be a free platform, and neither would YouTube. Like, Instagram could easily be like $100 a year subscription. Like, I love what you do with the Good Life podcast. If you don't follow Sazan's podcast with Stevie, her husband, it's awesome. And I told her, I'm like, oh, I think your ads or your sponsorships are so cute. Like, I love that this like little like chime comes in and you guys do like the ads really quick, and they're so witty and cute. As much as I love you, Sazan, if you try to charge me like $100 a year to subscribe to
I'm watching your stuff.
And then, like, you know, I've been like,
no.
I'll support you internally, but I cannot pay.
Nobody wants to pay, right? But we're still putting in the time and the energy and the creativity. And these sponsors are sponsors that like we carefully pick out, because we don't want to just put up anything. We've gotten some weird ones, by the way. Some ones that have wanted to be on the show. Like, I'm talking sex toys, things like that. I'm like, how are me and Steve?
It's like a family
What?
podcast.
Exactly. And it just
No.
and it's cool because they give us codes and stuff. So there's just perks to everything, you know? So just next time you see the word sponsorship, can we just challenge you guys to not immediately assume the worst? Just give us the benefit of the doubt. People see sponsorship stuff and
they
they're just
immediately-
and they love the content, but because they see sponsor,
They don't want to like it. They don't want to support it. But that's
I support all my influencer friends. When I
is-
see sponsor, I'm like, I got you, girl. I
Same.
got you.
You guys matter so much to us, and I say it time and time again. Like, if it weren't for you guys, we wouldn't be here.
I just think it's important to be a little bit more aware of that when you guys watch YouTubers, and just it's easy to just assume. All right, what's your top favorite sponsorship or one of them that you've ever done?
The most meaningful was Bora Bora with NARS. Most meaningful
yeah.
because I used to work at the boutique. I used to stay at Francois NARS's private island.
And I was with her on that
She
trip.
was there, which made it, you were like my neighbor. Yeah, you were my neighbor, you and Roxette. Coolest would be Urban Decay, man. The two for Born to Run and Game of Thrones.
To be honest with you, one of the most, I guess, meaningful collaborations for me was when I got to do my own lipstick with Bobbi Brown. It was beyond just the product itself. It was like people were kind of sharing like, oh my God, wearing this to work today. I feel like I'm crushing it and things like that. It made me feel like I had more of an impact specifically in beauty. And then something else I got to do that was really cool was actually not even paid. It was with Lancome, and it was back last year when I got to go to Memphis to tour St. Jude Hospital. You know, my brother had childhood leukemia, so being there and getting to hang out with the families, like that's where I feel like I am living out my purpose, is when you actually get to go influence real people in real life situations, you know, so that was really cool.
Can I tell you what my favorite sponsorship of yours was?
Oh, what was it? I don't even know.
Off Bug Spray.
Yo, that was legit.
That was hilarious.
Go watch that video on my channel.
So hard. And when she told me she was doing a sponsorship for Off Bug Spray, I was like,
Yeah.
but it's like family oriented.
But
know?
it
So I was
actually,
like,
it made sense, and I actually used it. Yay, this was so fun.
it
Oh my
was so
gosh.
fun. Thank you for being on my channel. You guys definitely check out the video we did on her channel. More assumptions, more chisme. I taught her that word today.
I feel like you're saying more cheese, like it's
No,
cheesy.
chisme. She's such a chismosa.
What is that, gossiper?
Yes.
Oh, no, she didn't.
I will link it down below. Don't forget to subscribe and subscribe. Do you still say that?
Subscribe, I do. I think it's catchy. You know?
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you an insight into, or a better understanding, healthy conversation
The behind the
about
scenes of our
scenes.
world and how sponsorships work.
Yeah, and if you guys are still heated, leave it in the comment section down below and I will get through each one eventually.
And be nice.
Be nice.
All right.
As always, be kind.
What is that your goodbye?
No, my tattoo says be kind.
Oh.
Goodbye!
I thought you were doing like a Game of Thrones.
Oh,
Goodbye.
yes. Oh, Game of Thrones. Okay.
love it.
Love you guys. As always, don't forget to subscribe, like, share.
All that
Hit that
jazz.
bell. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Mwah. Bye.